there is something wrong with men. And women cannot solve the problem. Feminism has tried and failed because men have to find the psychological ability to look at their brains and ask themselves, why do I have this need to physically beat up a weaker woman? Why? Why do I feel that compulsion or right that I can act like this?
Well,
and it's a men's question to themselves. It's nothing that women should be asking men. It's something men should be asking each other and themselves. This need from men to attack women in this way, which indicates that actually the fundamental root of this is men are terrified by women. Men are profoundly inferior and profoundly aggressive. And that's biologically wired into their brain. And that's why they go around causing wars. That's why they go around destroying other nations, because men have something seriously unevolved and unadapted inside their brain structure.
How did it get there?
It's a biological need, but for some reason, and I really can't explain it, the male species is unlike any other on the planet. There is no other animal that acts towards its own kind, and kinship is a key thing in biology, okay? There is no other animal on the planet that acts to its own kind the way the male brain acts towards its own kind. What the male brain does is seriously mentally disordered. And if you don't understand it as a mental illness and keep just trying to find laws and talk about culture, you will not even come close to the problem because it's a psychological disease.
Like, you ain't convincing me the men leading on their own is the beneficial thing. Absolutely not. This is hell. This is hell on earth under male leadership. And y'all want to sit there and keep saying men should be leaders. No, they should be in service to women, obviously. And I think that's what they were made for. And I think men are outside of their purpose in trying to be in a lane that they do not belong in, at least not by themselves. And you can tell it's demonstrated all day, every day. You do not belong in a leadership position on your own. Your leadership needs to be managed by someone that's more rational, someone who can think of the bigger picture that you clearly cannot think about. The worst thing is the male ego. I mean, men have been in leadership and we've been in war since they've been in leadership constantly, consistently. Men are in rulership and men are as unhappy as they've ever been. Men are not even happy under male rulership. That's how ineffective they are. They're so ineffective at leadership that they can't even make themselves happy when they are in leadership. That tells you something. Men aren't happy under male rule. Even with all of the privileges, all of the laws of the land that men set, men are unhappy under it. They can't even make themselves happy. But we're supposed to be sitting there like, oh, you make the best leaders. Absolutely not. Y'all should at least be happy and fulfilled, and you're not. You're not. How are you not happy under your own leadership? How are you miserable and taking yourself off the planet under male leadership if you are a man? That right there should tell you that's your number one indicator that they are not effective leaders. They can't even make themselves happy under their own leadership. It's effective leadership to constantly be in a state of chaos and war, which is what it is under male rulership. Everybody's unhappy. The planet is unhappy under male leadership. And no, men are supposed to be leaders. Lead yourself out of chaos and war then, bruh. Okay? Lead yourself into fixing the planet rather than destroying it. Lead yourself into happiness, but you're not paying attention to what they're doing and how the planet looks under their leadership, though. It's a problem. I don't think there will be any God except a satanic one who would designate men as leaders, knowing how chaotic and destructive they are, knowing how all they see is war and competition. Absolutely not. Division and disunity is what men bring. What they have brought is certainly what they have brought. You look around you. Look at every single country. All they do is create things that cause division, war, and chaos. That's all they've done.